Delays in diagnosis can have serious consequences to patient health. A cursory glance at recent news has shown that the UK's National Health Service has been plagued by diagnostic delays, with 2023 being the worst year on record for cancer waiting times. At the heart of this problem lies a critical gap between the number of scans required to meet demand and the number of radiologists available to conduct those scans. Future Medicine AI sat down with ReportRad, who developed a market-leading end-to-end teleradiology platform designed to bridge this gap, tackle the diagnostic backlog, and streamline radiology departments. ReportRad's solution centres around two core platforms, ReportRad and OptiRad. We sat down with Chief Executive Officer Farzana Rahman to gain an understanding of the big picture.
So we've created a solution for this problem of too many scans and not enough radiologists. And a good way to think of it is what you think about in medicine, so a prevention and a cure. So we want to help radiology departments to be sustainable, to treat patients and to grow with the increasing demand. So what OptiRad does is it optimizes your workflow, it gives oversight of a department, it helps you to organize your workforce in the best way you can. And that's important because globally, in every specialty in medicine, there are shortages in workforce. So we need to make the most of this precious resource that we have. Now, there then comes a point where even though you've done everything you can, you need extra resource. And that's where our ReportRad solution comes in. A tech-enabled service that integrates seamlessly with your department, allows you to send work, scans at high volume, and then our network of radiologists around the world are an addition and plug on to your department. So that's the cure. So for us, it's about creating a complete end-to-end solution that solves the problem that radiologists and radiology departments are facing.
ReportRad is a solution to strengthen radiology reporting capacity. One of its core features is Smart Request, an intuitive and intelligent way to make referral requests with real-time updates. CCO Amy Davis tells us more about how this works.
This has smart vetting, so it helps the doctor referring the request. So depending on what type of study they request, the smart vetting system will pull up different questions for them to answer. And then that way the radiologist has the information they need that is specific to the test that's been required. If you imagine a busy A&E doctor puts in a request for 2 or 3 CT scans, they then get called into resus for a sick patient and they're distracted by that for the next 30, 40 minutes. They come out of that situation and they have to go back and check on the patients they were previously with. So to help them manage that and prioritise that, we will provide text message alerts for the patients they've requested scans on. It will let them know that the scans are ready, but more importantly, it will let them know if any of those scans has a significant finding on it. So it helps them prioritise their work to go back to the patient they should see first. So we profile our radiologists, we understand what their subspecialty areas are, and we've built an algorithm that distributes the work to the radiologist based on their subspecialty preference, which means all of our scans are subspecialty reported, which means that the patients are getting a higher quality report.
The Smart Request feature displayed here enables all users to make a referral request. This form only asks questions that need to be asked, and encourages better communication of relevant information for the radiologist. Additionally, it accommodates hospital-specific pathways and pre-approved vetting of scans. This enables patients to be scanned within minutes of an initial request. Completing this, ReportRad allows users to interact with bespoke, real-time dashboards, which help track scans as they progress through the system and better organise operations.
On that dashboard, it will give a live, up-to-date account of the situation within the radiology department on call. So it will say, have a line for the different patients that have been referred to us, and it will tell you whether they're vetted with the radiologist for vetting, with the radiologist for reporting, or if they have been reported, it will flag any urgent findings, it will show any historical chat. It will also, once the scan has been reported, the report will be available on that system for 24 hours, which we kept in as a fail-safe, and actually we have found that really useful on a couple of occasions where the hospital we've been working with, their internal system has gone down.
Also playing a crucial role is ReportRad's self-service trackers function, which enables customers to track the status of their orders.
There'll be a tracker which shows all of the scans that have been sent to us and what status they're in. So with the radiologist for reporting, or they have been reported, occasionally studies might go on hold for various different reasons, and that information will all be there. The dashboard also allows the customers to change things. So if they have a phone call and say, this patient's in clinic, we really need the study back, can you do it for us? They can change that on our system to change the priority tag so that we know we need to report that quicker. They can also cancel studies that way if it's already been reported in-house. The dashboard would also give them historical reports that we provided the customer, so the kind of monthly and quarterly reports of our service, but our clinical governance as well. And they can also log any questions about reports that we've sent through that platform.
The self-service trackers feature is easily accessible via the navigation bar at the top of the page. Here, users can view previously uploaded trackers and upload any new trackers by selecting Send Tracker. From here, the user is prompted to upload a CSV file containing any of the accessions they wish to track. Once they have done so, they'll be shown a page like this, which shows each accession number from the file they have uploaded, the status of each, when ReportRad received it, and any other notes associated with them. If users experience any issues, they can easily contact the ReportRad team by selecting Notify ReportRad, whereafter they can customize a message outlining the query. For a bigger picture view, users can view all of the trackers uploaded in the last 24 hours in one place, as well as who uploaded them. The second component of ReportRad's end-to-end solution is OptiRad, a cutting-edge business intelligence and workflow tool. One of the most impressive features is OptiRad's ability to forecast capacity and demand through its e-rostering system, which can help radiology departments optimize their human resources. So how does it work?
We will profile the radiologists, or anybody who provides a report, so a radiologist, radiology registrar, reporting radiographer, sonographer, they can all be profiled within OptiRad. And we use a history of what their reporting activity has been to kind of prioritise which studies they are best at reporting and most likely to therefore be providing higher quality reports, but also be faster at reporting, which again just makes you more efficient. And by doing that, you get this lovely byproduct of a nice live e-roster that can help you manage your department, have an admin person managing everything within your department rather than a radiologist or a radiographer, which is what happens in a lot of hospitals. When you can take that burden off them, you've automatically made the department more productive because you're giving clinical people back time to do clinical activity. But by having that level of detail, you can then understand what your department can do by modality, subspecialty. We can input everybody's leave into the system, so then you can forecast and say, hey, at Christmas, we're going to have X number of radiologists off. What does that mean for the department? It's very difficult to say that if you don't know whether that person is missing time at work where they would be reporting or missing time at work where they would be doing admin. So it provides really high level, but also very detailed information about your actual reporting capacity in your department and how you can manage that going forwards.
It's worth delving into the e-roster further. Populated like a calendar, the e-roster is organised with work sessions on the left-hand side. Here you can see the broadest view, with each individual popped into either an afternoon or morning session. If you want to see more details associated with a particular entry, you can click into the entry. This example shows the reporting session as CT trauma and urgent, as well as the time that it is taking place. In this case, 1 to 4 p.m. You can choose to select multiple entries at once individually, or you can collectively expand all entries in the roster. This is what that will look like. Of course, you can also use filters to refine the roster. So rather than showing you every single work session associated with an organisation, you can choose to select only a few, as you can see here. You can also choose to save this selection as a filtered preset by scrolling to the bottom where it says Save Filters. Input a name for it and select New. Now you can access this preset easily from the top of the roster. Another feature is that you can view leave in the roster. Here at the bottom, you can see all of the individuals who are on leave at any given day, and what kind of leave each is taking. In this section, you can also see those who are on call and mark additional individuals as on call. If you are an admin user and wish to edit the roster, you can do this by clicking an entry which you want to change. Select Actions and then Edit. From here, you can change the reporter, the work session, and even amend the direct imaging activity to reflect the complexity of the session. For example, removing MRI if it isn't going to be present. Finally, you can change the start and end time for the session. All changes will then be seamlessly reflected in the roster. ReportRad and OptiRad are being used widely around the UK and have even been rolled out in hospitals in Ireland and Saudi Arabia. We asked Fazana what kind of response Hexarad has been getting from their clients.
We get great feedback. We often get feedback that, for example, our turnaround times are industry leading. So our departments and our customers know they can trust us. They can come to us with their biggest, most complex problems, and they know that it will be given the utmost priority, because the thing that unites everyone in healthcare is our concern for patients and us wanting to do the absolute best that we can. So I think the combination of our clinical skills together with our technical expertise has really helped us get that trust from our hospitals and from patients as well.
In this video, we have shed light on how ReportRad and OptiRad are at the very cutting edge of teleradiology and efforts to break down the diagnostic logjam. So if you're interested, where can you find out more?
We've got a website, www.hexarad.com. You can email me or my sales team, sales@hexarad.com. I'm adavis@hexarad.com. We're on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. Come and find us. We'd love to talk to you.